how do we know when it's the right time to take action? We'll be back. Everybody, this is Andrew Guy with AndrewGuySpeaks.com, empowering you to create your greatest impact in the 4 most important areas of your life. What are those? Where you live, work, play, and pray. We have an amazing show for you today. Now, we want to talk about how do we know when it's the right time to take action? The question was, how in the world do we even know when it's our time? How do we know that? You know what? Many years ago, let me tell you a little bit about myself. Yours truly, that's right. I am originally from Jamaica, right? And I remember some of the things that I've been through as a child, yes, talk about abuse and didn't get to go to school and all these different things. Part of my testimony, right? Coming out in a book soon, right? But when we talk about timing, I remember when my mom came to get us, it was in 1988, October the 30th. That's when we touched down in Pearson Airport. I remember that stuff because it's important, right? And on the van that drove us from the house where we were staying to the airport, it says, "Time is the master." That's what it said on the side of the van. Now, I thought that was important, but we know that in the natural, time matters to us. But in the spiritual, time doesn't really matter. There's no such thing as time, right? But when we say time, how do we know when it's our time? So let's talk about time. Time is something that we use to control our events in the earth, right? But many people will focus on time and they say, let's manage time. And there are a whole bunch of books written on time management. But you can't really manage time. Why do I say that? If you can manage time, then guess what? You can prevent the clock from going around, right? You can say, okay, fine, here's my watch. I'm going to manage time. I'm going to tell the time to stop right now. The clock ain't listening to you. It is not listening to you because you can't manage time. What do you manage? You manage yourself. That's exactly right. So there is no such thing as time management. Yeah, we cleared that out. We threw that garbage out. Whoop, they empty out the garbage. Just move on to the new year. You cannot manage time. You manage yourself. So how do you know when it's the right time to take action? We have spent so much time waiting on other people. But in reality, we're not really waiting on anybody else. We're really waiting on ourselves. We're waiting on ourselves to take the action. So how do we know when is the right time to take the action? You know it's the right time when you are prepared. Speaking of being prepared, go look up my course about how to prepare for a new year, principles that guides your purposeful living for growth and higher performance and achievement. Go check that course out. Powerful course. You will learn a lot from it. But let's focus on that. You know the time is right when you are prepared. If you're not prepared, you're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel doubt. You're going to feel like you're not going to perform to your best. All the negative stuff come in when you are not prepared. That's when your timing is off. Naturally, right? So we think. But what if the Creator calls you to do something and you weren't ready? Let's say Moses, take Moses, one of the greatest leaders of all time, right? When God said, hey, I need you to go and deliver my people. Moses weren't ready. Man, Moses weren't ready. You see, Moses, he couldn't even speak. His name weren't even Moses. His real name is Momo. I know. Y'all didn't know that, right? His real name is Momo because he stuttered. That's it. He stuttered. He couldn't speak clearly for nothing. He couldn't speak. And that was his excuse. He said, I'm not ready, Lord. I'm not ready. I can't go. Send somebody else. Send Aaron. Send my brother Aaron. Because Aaron, Aaron's cool. Aaron got that swab. Aaron can talk. Aaron got it going on. Send Aaron. He's a better man. But Moses couldn't talk. But God said, hey, it's time. So how do you know when it's the right time to take action if you don't feel prepared? In the natural, you may not feel prepared. But what if the Creator who created you say you're ready? What do you do about that? You say, Lord, like what's the guy named Isaiah said? He said, send me. There's a song, every now and again I'm going to bust out in a song. That's just Andrew Guy. That's how we roll. There's a song that said, here I stand. Lord, send me. Lord, send me. Here I stand. Oh, I could go on and sing, but I'm going to cut it straight because, we're running a show. But anyway, let's keep it rolling. But seriously, though, when the Lord say go, when the Lord say send me, really, he's saying that I know what's inside of you. So I don't care what you don't see. I know what I see. When God says you're ready, man, that means it's time to G-O. It's time to get going. Here's another one. In our prayer today with the men, because, us dudes, we got together and we were praying, right? It's the first week of the 2019. And we were praying, and the scripture that our elders said was in 1 King 18, verse 41 to 46. And then the verse said, Elijah, Elijah is the dude with the big gut, and, Elijah is, he's call him the eating prophet. He always eating. He got a big, he big, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. So he said to Ahab, because he hadn't rained in about 3 years. Could you imagine not drinking water for 3 years, man? That's a whole lot of not drinking, right? And so he said to Ahab, listen, I hear a sound of the abundance of rain. He says, get up, go up into your house and go and eat. That's right. He says, go. So Elijah heard the word and told Ahab, he says, get up and go eat. Where am I going with all of this? When God said it was time to go, it don't matter what you're doing, get up and do it. So there is two kind of readiness. There is one, when you know the timing. There's a timing when you're not ready in your natural self, so you might not be ready. But when the creator who created you said it's time to go, you gotta go. Hear me? Okay, for the people who are not spiritual, okay, let me break it down. Let's say, for example, you are a race car driver, right? You're a race car driver. You're at the starting block, and then after everybody's getting ready. So we're revving up the engine now. So everybody's there, vroom, vroom, vroom. Sorry, I like to, animate stuff. So you need to pray for me, okay? Pray for your boy, because, I just crazy like that. Pray for me. So anyway, so you at the starting block, right? And, you're revving up your engine like, vroom, vroom, vroom. There's no car here, people. Stay with me. I'm trying to give you an example. So, you're there at the stop sign, right? And you're revving up your car. You're getting ready to go down this lane. And you're trying to get down. You're trying to win this race. And you're vroom, 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 vroom. And then when the guy says go, you better be ready. So preparing is when somebody gives you the go-ahead to go. That's when you know it's the right time. Not when you say you're ready, but when the person who is in charge of the event says go, that means the time is right. Isn't that cool? Woohoo! I know what that was full. My stomach, my spirit is all full with all that their goodness. But seriously though, the time is right when you are called. That's when the time is right. It's not when you are ready, it's when you're called. Hey, there's a song that says many are called, but only few are chosen. How do you know when it's the right time to take action? It's when you are called. That's it. If you go before you are called, you might try to exalt yourself and then somebody will abase you. That means that if you step up on the podium because you thought it was time to receive your honor and the time to receive your award and stuff like that, somebody might shame you. I mean, there's another scripture in the Bible that talk about, hey, listen, when somebody invites you to eat, don't go up to the front table. Don't go sit with the kings. You sit on the floor. Sit low so they can raise you up high. So it goes back to, how do you know when the time is right for you? Is when you are called. Oh, this has been a great show. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Andrew Guy with AndrewGuySpeaks.com, empowering you to create your greatest impact in the four most important areas of your life. Welcome to another episode of Get the Point. That's right. Get the point and make it practical. That's our show today, Tar. Get the point and make it practical. If you don't get the point, you just can't make it practical. You feel what I'm saying? So here's what I'm saying to you. Whatever you do, where you live, work, play, and pray, get the point and make it practical. Until next time, join us again when we will be talking about how do husbands get the point when the wife is teed off about something. That's another show. Take care. Until then, we'll see you then. Peace.